So what are we going to learn now? We're going to learn the cross multiplication method. So this is also one of the algebraic methods which will help us to do the calculation directly without drawing the graph. Okay. So another algebraic method. Now, from the video, you would have got some idea, right? Like if we have two equations, let's say a1x, b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. This is your first equation in two variables, linear equation in two variables, and the other one is a2x, b2y, and c2. Everyone is familiar with these two forms? Confirm quickly. Standard form of the linear pair of linear equations. Yes. So once you know that, what you have to do is, I will do the derivation later. First of all, I'll show you how to remember the formula. Okay. So just write this x, y, and 1. Write it like this. Do it on your paper right now, along with me. Write x with some gap, you write y, and then leave some gap and write 1 like this. Written, everyone? And then?
Written, sir.
Then you write a little bit just below that, and to the left of x, you write b. Then in between x and y, you write a, no, not a, sorry, b, c, a, and then b. B, C, A, B. Here also again you write B, C, A, B. So what I'm trying to do is, for x, you have these 4 things, B, C, A, B. B, C for these two. For y, you will have C and A as a pair. And for the last one, for this 1, you will have A and B as a pair. So the order is B, C, A, B. And then you just write 1 and 2. In the upper one, just write 1, B1, C1, A1, and B1. The lower one, you write B2, C2, A2, B2. Everyone is with me up to this step?
Yes, sir.
After that, what you have to do is multiply B1 with C2 and then subtract it from B2, C1. So what would you do is, you will write x in the numerator, x divided by, what did we do first? We'll start from the top. So B1, C2, this is what you will write first. B1, C2 minus, what should I write? B2, C1. Okay. Same way for y, what we will do, we'll consider these two pairs now. So again, we'll start from the top, C1, A2, which I can write it as A2, C1, alphabetically writing. Okay, and then subtract C2, A1, which is nothing but A1, C2. A2, C1 minus A1, C2. And then finally, one by A1, B2. First we'll multiply these and then subtract these two from here. A1, B2 minus A2, B1. So this is how you write it. This is very simple. You have these 3 ratios which are equal to one another, no? So you take the first two, first one and the last one. You take this x by this ratio is equal to the last one. So what can I write? I can say that x by B1 C2 minus B2 C1 is equal to 1 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. If all these three ratios are equal, then first one will also be equal to the third one, right? So that's what I have taken. I have made the first ratio equal to the last one. So from that we can send this guy to the numerator other side, transpose it to the other side. For that we will get the x value. Okay, so it will become B1 C2 minus B2 C1 by B1 B2 minus A2 B1. So if I'm not able to hear you people, just type something in the chat window. I will hear that thing. Okay. So I'm losing your audio sometimes.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Tanushri, now I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Can you people hear me clearly? Is the audio, do you hear any echo or anything? No, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, sorry about that. There was some problem with the audio. I mean, headphone actually. So I think I have broken the wire of 2 headphones in the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, so we were talking about the cross multiplication method. I think I have not shared the screen. No, let me share it again. Are you people seeing this whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
All right. So
Yes, sir.
everyone got that formula? How to get the x formula?
Sir, can you once again explain, sir? Yes, sir.
Yes, from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember, you will use this cross multiplication method to solve the pair of linear equation when it has one solution exactly. Okay. That is when A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Everyone remembers this ratio now? When they are not equal means the lines are intersecting and there is only one solution. Okay. So that is something which you will verify before trying this method. And then once you have decided that you want to solve using cross multiplication method, what do? Is you write in this order x, y, and then 1. Okay, x, y, and 1. And below that, to the left of x and to the right of x, you write like this: B1, B, C, A, and B. B, C, A, B. That's the order. You have to remember this. B, C, A, B. So for some people who follow the pattern, let's say we are starting in the middle over here, you're writing B1, C1, and then since it is the end, you're going back to A1 and then to B1, B, C, A, B. That's the order. Okay, B, C, A, B. And the above one, you're writing it as B1, C1, A1, and B1, and the lower one will be B2, C2, A2, and B2. So everyone is clear up to this step here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, after that, it's very simple. You just take up the x value from here and you write it in the numerator. And in the denominator, what you will write? These 4 things. But in what order? You will start from the top left corner. You will multiply B1, whatever number is here. Right now I have written B1, but you know, when you have some actual solution, this B1 will be some number, the coefficient of y in the first equation. It could have been 2y, right? So that 2 will be written over here. Okay. I will take an example and solve this anyway. So just bear it until then. Okay. So this B1 C2 and B2 C1. This is how you will do it. B1 C2 and B2 C1. That goes below the x. Then you take this y and below that you write C1 A2, which is A2 C1. I have written C1 A2 as A2 C1, and then C2 A1. And the last one is 1 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So these 3 ratios, is it clear? Confirm up to this step, everyone is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, after that, what I did, I took this first ratio and the last one, I made them equal because all three of them are equal. So the first ratio will be equal to the third one, no? That is what I have done to get the x value. X by whatever it was written here, by 1 by this, they're equal. So I just sent it to the numerator over here, then you get the x formula. That's how you got the formula for x. B1 C2 minus B2 C1 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. And remember, you don't have to memorize, you don't have to mug up this thing. I'll show you how to directly write it from the numbers. Just try to follow the pattern. That is important. How to write those numbers at what place. The pattern you have to follow. Okay, so that was x formula. Same way we can find the formula for y. For that, what we will do, we'll take the second, this ratio, and again we'll make it equal to the last one. So y by what is it? Tell me. Is equal to 1 by A1 B2 A2 B1. So what will be the y formula, guys? Tell me. This whole thing we'll send it to the numerator. Cross multiplication. We'll multiply it over here. So y will be equal to A2 C1 minus A1 C2 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So this is your formula for finding out the y value. Now let's take the example and solve that instead of all those stories. How to actually solve it in the exam. So one of you tell me the equations which you just solved. Do you have that? Anyone has the equations?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Kavya, what were the equations?
4x plus 2y.
Okay, losing your audio. 4x plus
2y
okay
minus 13.
minus 13 is equal to 0. Okay,
The second equation is x plus 3y minus 7.
okay, x plus 3y. So like I said, what we will do first, we'll write the x over here. This x, y, and 1. And here, what should I write? Remember, B, C, A, B. And that is B1, C1, A1, and B1 again. So what is our B1 here? Look at this. This is our B1. Start with this. And just below that, you write your B2. So 2 and 3 will come here. 2 and 3 first. Okay. Then write minus 13 and 7. After that, C1, C2, C1 and C2. Minus 13, minus 7. Is everyone getting it? First I took B1 and B2. Then I'm going to write C1 and C2. So B1, C1. Then A. That is 4 and 1. Where should I write? So 1 is before this. So let me write a little bit in the middle over here. Now we'll write it over here. Next one. It will be 4 and 1. And in the last one, again, it will be the same thing, 2 and 3. Same thing will repeat again over here. BCA, B. Is everyone okay with this? How to write it? Then we'll start from the top and do this. Write these arrows also. So it will be what? X by. Tell me, guys. X by what? Did anyone understand? Where do we need to start? We need to start from this top left. 2 multiplied by minus 7. So I will write 2 into minus 7. That is these two numbers. Then from that you subtract 3 into minus 13. Okay. Is everyone with me so far?
Yes.
Then here what will happen? Minus 13 into 1 will become, okay, I'll write the whole thing, minus 13 into 1 minus 7 into 4. That's the order we need to follow. After that, the next one will be 4 into 3 and then 2 into 1. And that will go below 1. So 4 into 3 minus 1 into 2. Can everyone write it up to this step? Confirm quickly, give me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So we can get the x value from the first and the last one. Okay. So I will write x is equal to 2 into minus 7. How much is that? Minus 14, and 13 threes are 39, and minus and minus will become plus 39 by, I have already sent it to the numerator that side. Okay. So what will be the denominator now here? This whole thing, right? 4 threes are 12 minus 2. Okay. For y value, you will take the second one and the last one again. Send this denominator to the numerator over here and write it like y is equal to, what is that? Minus 13 into 1. So it will be minus 13 minus and minus will become plus. So 7 4s are 28. And denominator, as we know, the same denominator we are writing. So don't change it. Just write the same thing. 12 minus 2 without doing any calculation. So it will be, how much is that? Tell me. 13 2s are 26. So 13 3s are 39. 41, right? I think I made some mistake. Where is that?
Sir,
Plus, right? Yeah, it's plus.
15 by 10.
Yes, it was plus 28. That's where I had messed up. So this is plus 28. So it will be 15 by 10, which is 1.5.
1.5.
So by doing all this, you directly found the value of x and y without doing any other substitution, elimination, anything. What do you think, guys? This method, is it easy, or what do you think?
Lengthy, sir.
Yes, it is little lengthy, but remember, denominator you have to calculate only once. Only this numerator you will have to calculate for both of them separately. So there are 3 calculations here basically only. Once you practice it, it will not be that difficult. Okay. So whatever problems you have in your book, or just make sure you practice. There will be dedicated exercise for this basically in NCERT. So whichever exercise is there, try to practice using cross multiplication method also. So take up these examples and try to solve them. Okay. Okay. So we'll take up some questions from this in the next class. Okay, guys. You try to solve it on your own. And if you have doubts, you can ask me in the next class. Okay. So I think we are exceeding the time for maths class now. So let's stop it here.